All right, so it is time now for our injury update. We have Dr. Bruce standing by. Is Dr. Bruce with us tonight? Dr. Bruce Grossinger.
I sure am.
Standing by with us. Dr. Bruce, a couple of injuries. Blankenship goes out, which is troubling because when he goes out, they're just throwing in parts, and we don't know what we're going to get from the guys they put in there back there. But what can you tell us about your view of the injuries tonight?
Well, Blankenship obviously is the big injury because now they're down to two safeties, as you note, Sidney Brown and Byard, and that's a big problem because you have to bring Byard in out of the slot corner, and you can see how porous the middle of that defense is. One of the concerns, if we look at stats, is once you get in the concussion protocol, the average time in there is 9 days. So what does that mean? It means that it's likely, on average, that Reed Blankenship may miss going across the country and may miss that Seattle game, and he'd be sorely missed. So that's really my great concern. I'm happy to see something that wasn't very impactful in the game, but Dallas Goedert, did wear that brace, and he really, they didn't get it to him too often, but he looked like he was healthy. So I know that we noted how quickly he came back from that fractured forearm, but it didn't have an effect on the bottom line of this game.
Cam Jurgens left the game momentarily. I saw with a chest injury as well. Any word on how that's developing?
I think he's doing well. He had just like a little strain of the chest. He came back and was able to finish play and didn't give up a sack or anything notable. So I think Cam's okay.
I want to go back to Dallas Goedert. You mentioned he didn't really get into the game plan a little bit tonight, but if he does against Seattle, do you see any limitations to him being in his second game back? Do you think he's good to go, or it's just a wait-and-see game with him, depending on how they utilize him next week?
I think he's good to go. The way they use him today on some screens, he had a lot of energy. He was very confident, and he didn't look like he was tentative at all. So I believe they have to figure out a way to get him more involved. And he was able to catch the ball. But I mean, obviously, we talked about getting more receivers involved in that. That's a theme that you discussed all night. But I think he'll be okay because the first game back is certainly, from a mental standpoint, the biggest barrier.
All right, Dr. Bruce, thanks for hanging out. I know it's the late night, so we appreciate your input, and we will talk to you next week. Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot. Have a good night.
All right, that's Dr. Bruce Grossinger with the injury update, and we'll take a break, and we'll come back, and we're going to wrap this up. And I'm going to actually give you hope that the season is not lost. I'm going to give you hope that they can at least get to the NFC title game, and we'll explain all that when we get back on the Pond Hockey Eagles postgame show, live from Ocean Casino. Back after this.
My name is Dr. Bruce Grossinger, and I'm the medical director of Philadelphia PRP and Stem Cell Institute. I'm reaching out to those who suffer from spine and joint pain. We use treatment methods that require no surgery, no scalpel, no drugs.
Running, walking, or whatever your desires are, Dr. Grossinger is where you need to come.
You can benefit from the same PRP and stem cell treatment as Wilbert Montgomery. Call us now at 610-222-5675.